I just jumped in the water. It feels pretty awesome. Well, actually, it was colder than it was, a little bit cooler than it was yesterday. And wind just blew by and now I'm cold again. One moment, please. Ah! Oh, that feels great. I gotta grab my towel and dry out before the wind comes back. Yeah. Ugh. Hey, cool, jet ski. Sorry, water skiing. Okay, hold on. I'm coming. Okay. I'm all better now. Actually, yeah. Yeah, the water in my ear. So, I hope everybody had a decent Saturday. I did. So, let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. Well, I guess my low is the fact that it was pretty uneventful. And it's also, like, in combination with my high because, like, at the last minute, my mom decided that she wanted to watch my nephews last night to have them stay over, which is fine. But, like, we could have gone out to dinner and, like, we didn't. I mean, don't get me wrong, we actually ordered out from the Swits. I'll get to that in a second. It was incredible. But, you know, there's just something really nice about having, like, fresh food there. You know what I mean? It was good. Absolutely. And, again, I'll get to that in a second. And obviously my act of kindness was helping my mom and dad watch my nephews. And before I started the video this morning, I watered the flowers again. Yeah, it seems to be my go-to job at the moment. Just, you know, water the flowers each morning when I wake up. And I like the job. It's okay. You're going to see me style my hair. Okay, just... There we go. Does my hair look okay? It's like a Christmas vacation. I mean, if that gets in, my hair is just not gonna look right. No, I miss Christmas vacation. Actually, hold on, I'm fabulous now. Okay. Actually, let me move this thing out of the way. Yeah, I had to put this chair right here so I could actually have something to have the camera phone lean back on when I go in. But yep, hold on. Just when I think I get rid of all the water in my ear. There we go. I think we're good. So good morning and happy Sunday, everyone. Actually, what am I doing? Hold on. I forgot I used to do this. Oh, it's gonna be hard to do one-handed. I'm gonna do this right. I'm wearing a cape right now. Cool. I wear this like a cape now. That works. Just like, I can't tell. Okay. I think I'm wearing this like a cape. I just gotta hold on to it like this, I guess. Yeah, that really works. This actually really works. Okay, so I mentioned last night that my nephews came for a visit, so I had a bit of a change in plans after my dad and I went to church. So you know, we were at so we get some groceries, and then we ordered takeout food from the Swits. And before I continue on with what I had, I have to mention, because obviously my nephews are only 2 years old. 2 years, 8 months, 1 week, and 3 days, actually. And they're obviously, you know, they're just a little to have, you know, quote-unquote big people food. But one thing they can have, which is perfectly fine, is, you know, cheese pizza. That's fine. Cheese pizza is always very serviceable in a pinch. I forgot to mention, the Swits actually has very good pizza. Like, really good pizza. I mean, it doesn't specialize in, for a place that doesn't specialize in pizza, it's really darn good pizza. Actually, come to think of it, of the 13 places on Cuca Lake that feature, the 13 places on Cuca Lake I think are the best for dining out, not one of them actually specializes in pizza. I mean, some of those places have pizza on the menu, but they don't really specialize in it. So when I say that the Switz does good pizza, I'm being serious. And again, my parents just got cheese pizza. They also got their signature Switz burger, which they had to, because here's the thing, my folks were going to split the burger and fries because they want to have some of the pizza too. The cheese pizza was largely for my nephews. But as for me, okay, I've been waiting to do this for a while, but you guys know me. I am foremost a steak guy. I am a firm believer in the fact that a good steak trumps all. You can make like the best lasagna or the best pasta or, the best pork chop, whatever. A good steak will trump all of that. At least that's me. Come to think of it, I think it's hard to say if steak is my favorite food of all time. Especially when the main course of my full course menu of life is the filet and shrimp scampi from Libs, which we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Switz. So with that said, if I have an opportunity to get the prime rib special that they have for the Switz, I'm gonna get it, and I did. And man, it's been a good while since I had it because it was incredible. I mean, the one regret I do have is obviously we took it home, so I couldn't have it fresh there. Plus, I didn't really get an opportunity to properly thank the good, hard-working folks at the Switz for the delicious meal, because it was a very delicious meal. But it was still very good. It comes with a side salad, and I ordered a side of onion rings with mine, and I hadn't had their clam chowder in a while, so I got some clam chowder. It was full of seafood flavor and corn, and it was very nice. It was nice and hot. The Switz actually does a really good job of making sure your soup is hot. I prefer that, actually. And then again, it's coming from a guy who was raised by a mom who she will send soup back if it's not like incredibly like burning the roof of your mouth hot. I can handle it okay, but honestly, you could stand to have the temperature a little bit lower. But the Switz, they usually do it right. So I have no complaints there. Sorry, I had to hawk a bit of a loogie. Anyway, so after dinner, because here's the thing, my nephews go to bed at 6:30, and obviously for a night like this, we let them stay up until 7, which don't tell anyone. Don't tell my brother and my sister-in-law. Don't do that. Anyway, we took them for a nice, short but very calming boat ride. It was wonderful. Had a lot of fun. And I don't know if you can tell behind me, but we had a bit of a bonfire. And no kidding, my nephews had their very first s'mores. They had their very first s'mores, which I personally do not pass up an opportunity on. Although, speaking of s'mores, I can't talk about s'mores without first talking about one of my all-time heroes, Andrew Zimmern. Because Andrew Zimmern doesn't really care for, the traditional s'mores like we have them, with the toasted marshmallow, the graham cracker, and, he doesn't really prefer the Hershey's chocolate, which, to each their own. I mean, don't get me wrong, normally I would say, the sweet, delicious taste of Hershey's chocolate, except no substitutions, but admittedly, I actually have had s'mores with Reese's peanut butter cups on the rare occasion. So, I'm definitely flexible on that front. But, seriously, like, years ago, back when I was trying to lose weight, like, I allowed myself, like, one cheat day ever, and it was, like, one s'more and one toasted marshmallow. Like, that was it. Oh, yeah, I was super hardcore back then. Trust me. I mean, if I really wanted to be hardcore, I just would have stuck with the toasted marshmallow. But, whatever. And I totally just realized I kind of forgot to shave. You can't really tell. I mean, normally I like to be honest, I have like, my stubble is so little that my cape is starting to fall off. No, I was about to say that I could stand to not shave for a few days and I'd still look okay. So yeah, we surprise visit from my nephews, which is awesome. You know, we got to go for a boat ride after dinner, which is even more awesome. Best part is, you know, I got to have a bonfire, and my nephews had their first s'mores ever, which, I mean, come on, man, s'mores. You gotta have at least one s'more in your lifetime. And in case anyone is wondering, yes, the very first time I ever heard the word s'more said in a movie was The Sandlot. I did an entire video on my thoughts on The Sandlot a while back, so I'll keep this brief. The Sandlot is probably one of my all-time favorite movies. It's definitely my all-time favorite baseball-related movie. I mean, I've yet to see anyone who actually dislikes The Sandlot. Like, if it's on TV, yeah, I'm watching it. Okay, I'm just gonna leave right there. In terms of what the plans are for today, my brother is actually traveling. I want to say, is he heading to London? No. Well, the point is, he's going away for a couple days. That's why my nephews are up here visiting. I mean, my sister-in-law is still around, but, you know, my mom offered to take care of the twins for the night, and so she did. No problem with that. In fact, I think they might actually be having breakfast behind me. But, you know, semantics. So I think we'll probably get some visitors today. It should be nice. And, yeah, just enjoying my time up here at Cuca Lake. I mentioned that, the water was a little bit cooler yesterday. And to me, I'm sort of measuring it on, like, that initial jolt when you first get in. Like, if it's incredibly jarring when you get in, like, okay, yeah, that's cold. And by jarring, I mean, like, it's a little, like, the jolt feels longer lasting than normal. Because you'd be surprised how quickly your body can acclimate to cold water. If you're like me, especially if you're like me and you take cold showers on occasions. But here, there was a jolt, but I would say a long jolt would be like 5 to 10 seconds. Like, you get on water like today, or especially last week, and it's pretty instantaneous how quickly your body tends to, adapt to the watery environment that it's in. You know, homeostasis and everything. You know, you got to keep a relatively stable internal body temperature, and that's what homeostasis is. Oh, I know what homeostasis is. You kidding me? I majored in health sciences at Gettysburg College. Of course, I know what it is. It's the reason why and so many other warm-blooded animals are warm-blooded. We maintain our body temperature regardless of what environment that we're in. I mean, yeah, it does tend to fluctuate, but not to, like, the extreme levels of cold-blooded creatures like reptiles, amphibians, and fish. Like, you know, it could be like 0 degrees outside, and my internal body temperature is going to be a solid 98.6. That's how it should be. Anything above 100, and you get to feverish territory, which nobody likes feverish territory. Although, no kidding, I'll never forget years ago, one time, this is on a school day, and keep in mind, it's not like, because I was ready to go to school, but I woke up feeling kind of like hot and like, not feeling it. So my mom takes my temperature, and it's just barely over 100. And she's like, how do you do that? You look fine. And then we just came to the conclusion that I did such a good job, like, staying underneath the covers when I was asleep, that, seriously, you'd be surprised how easily your body temperature will increase if you just stay under the covers for an entire night. Your body definitely feels warmer, that's for sure. So, you know, there's that. But, actually, That's one really cool thing about walking like this is not only is my back dry, but literally the only thing that's remotely wet are my swim trunks. I like wearing these swim trunks. That's what I wear. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this off momentarily, but I think we're in for a very good day today. You know, in less than a week, One Piece will make its triumphant return. I cannot wait for that. It's gonna be incredible. And I'm gonna be up here, so it's gonna be a little while before I can actually do a manga chapter reaction, I suppose. But I'm sure I'll probably, think of something. Anything else? Well, not really, other than to the good folks at the Swits, you guys did again. Your prime rib was incredible. Onion rings were good, even though, that's not on you. Just when you order fried food and you take it out, especially like onion rings, they're gonna not be crispy anymore. That's a bit, that's not on you. That's just the fact it's takeout. It always does that. Seriously, believe it or not, one time I actually had wings in the L room that weren't very good, partly because it was takeout and partly because that day I wasn't feeling particularly well. So there you go. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, and find me especially on YouTube. I am very humble I made this video for all of you guys watching and enjoy today. I'm hopeful I can get this cape around me before it falls over, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And remember, if you're going to want to talk to me, you're going to land back. Take care and make good choices. I forgot to do this. Almost forgot to do this. 607 all day, baby.